Periva Sharanam, Glimpses from Sri Mahaperiyava's Life History, Volume 5, Chapter 13, Continue. Ganga Yatra Preparations. In order to explore ways of travel by foot to Kashi, now Varanasi, Mahaperiyava had sent 10 years earlier Sri Ananta Krishna Sharma, a young man who was about 20 years old. Before Sharma undertook the arduous travel, Mahaperiyava imposed the following conditions for him. Until he reaches Kashi, he should travel by foot all the way. He should prepare his own food. He should not drink stimulants like coffee or tea. He should carry with him only a few vessels for cooking and some essential clothing. For preparing his food, he should seek some rice or wheat from kind-hearted people. He should not accept money as gift from anyone. Except for health reasons, he should not stay in any city for more than a day. He was permitted to say that he was traveling to Kashi on the instructions of Periyava. On the postcards provided to him, he should write down daily the names and details of the places he went to, the nature of roads, the people he met en route, and post the cards to the mutt. Arrangements were made to send him replenishments of postcards from the mutt. While returning from Kashi, he should have learnt to speak in Hindi. He was permitted to return by train. It is not an easy job for anyone to accept such tough conditions and travel by foot all the way from south to Kashi in North India. Unless one had matchless devotion to Mahaperiyava and the strength of mind and body, it was impossible to accomplish this mission. Ananta Krishna Sharma, a bachelor at the time, had the unique qualities of a strong body, strength of mind, and Acharya Bhakti, devotion to Acharya. Apart from Tamil, he could speak English too. Accepting Mahaperiyava's instructions and strictly complying with the conditions, Sharma reached Kashi in about 6 months. The postcards that he had mailed every day to the mutt contained very interesting information. In particular, he had provided details of distances, travelling conditions between places, and the availability of water in each of the places he visited. When he mentioned that he was travelling to Kashi on Mahaperiyava's instructions, both young and old people touched his feet and paid their respects. Mostly he travelled during daytime, but there was an occasion when he walked after sunset through a forest area that had wild animals. He hid himself in a large circular tube on the roadside and spent the night in it. While in the tube, he saw 2 tigers, but fortunately escaped from them. After such an arduous trip, Sharma finally arrived in Kashi and stayed there for a few days. On Periyava's request, the mutt's agent in Kashi bought a train ticket for Sharma to travel back to Kumbakonam. After his return, he could speak fluently in Hindi. Mahaperiyava appreciated Sharma's deep devotion to Guru and persistence and blessed him. Later, Ananta Krishna Sharma got married and worked at the mutt itself. Towards the end of 1932, Mahaperiyava decided to follow the route travelled by Sharma for his Ganga Yatra. In order to make arrangements for staying at various places, Mahaperiyava deputed Kunnakudi Swaminatha Iyer to North India. When the residents of Ganges river coast learnt about Mahaperiyava's Ganga Yatra plans, they felt immensely happy. They sent through Swaminatha Iyer an invitation letter to Mahaperiyava expressing their eagerness to receive Mahaperiyava and make all necessary arrangements for the travel and stay of Periyava and the accompanying group. Signatories to this invitation letter were many prominent persons, including the Dean of Allahabad University, Mahamahopadhyay Ganganath Jha, Allahabad Dharmadhikari, Sri Shankara Pant, Sri Kamalakant Mishra, Allahabad, the Chief of Kashi, Sri Vishwanatha Temple, administrators of Kashi Tarakeshwar Mutt, administrators of Kashi Panchaganga Mutt, administrators of Kashi Sringeri Mutt, Sri Bhagavananda Mandaleshwarar Swami Kashi, Sri Swarupananda Mandaleshwarar Swami Kashi, Sri Anand Saran Principal Pandit Bharata Dharma Mahamandalam Kashi, Sri Vidyadhara Gowda Dharma Shastra Pandit Kashi, Sri Kashi Nath Sinha Gaya, Sri Govardhana Mishra Gaya. After organizing the logistics for the stay of Mahaperiyava at various places and carrying hundreds of invitation request letters, Swaminatha Iyer arrived on April 23, 1933 at Komal village in Tanjavur district where Mahaperiyava was camping. After talking about the travel and stay arrangements, they decided to begin the Ganga Yatra soon after completion of Chaturmasyam. Accordingly, Mahaperiyava's Ganga Yatra started from Tanjavur on Vijayadashami day following Navaratri celebrations. Government support. Since the time of Muslim Nawabs following Emperor Aurangzeb, the ruling governments in India have always supported the travel of Peetham Acharyas by waiving tolls for the mutt and encouraging government officials and the public to provide all facilities for the travel of Acharyas. Even after the British rule began, the East India Company confirmed continuance of such support by an official order of April 18, 1792. In those days, the Kamakoti Peetham's Acharya's entourage included 500 mutt employees, 25 bullock carts, 20 horses, 5 camels, 3 elephants and 10 palanquins. When Mahaperiyava travelled to Thiruvananthapuram, Cochin, Pudukkottai and other places, the respective governments had extended similar support. During Mahaperiyava's North India trip, the Chennai government had issued an order requesting other state governments as well as the kingdoms to help Periyava and his staff with necessary travel facilities. Accordingly, the governments of Hyderabad, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Orissa, Bengal and West India provided all help for Mahaperiyava's travel. Start of Yatra to North. In the second week of September 1933, Mahaperiyava started from Tanjavur, his Yatra travel towards North India. Traveling at the rate of about 20 miles per day, Mahaperiyava reached Madanapalli via Tiruvannamalai, Arani, Vellore, Chittoor and Palamaneer. He stayed for about a month in Chinnatippa Samudram, a small town near Madanapalli city. After having darshan of Sri Narasimhamurthy at a temple in Kadri, Mahaperiyava travelled further north through Dharmapuram, Anantapur, Don and Dronachalam in the Rayalaseema region of Andhra Pradesh to Kurnool city. He stayed in Kurnool for about a week. Wherever Mahaperiyava went, thousands of people received him with warm welcome and watched with devotion the Chandra Maulishwara Puja. To be continued, Periyava Sharanam.